Welcome back to Decoding AI for You, the 5-minute deep dive. If you're in the gasoline and petroleum wholesaling business and wondering how this whole generative AI thing might actually impact what you do day to day, especially in financial operations or pricing management, this is the deep dive for you. Now, everything I'm about to walk through comes directly from industry research, case studies, and emerging best practices. Basically, a curated shortcut to help you start thinking strategically without needing to wade through piles of white papers. Let's start with the big picture. Generative AI isn't just a shiny new tech toy. In this context, it's being positioned as a transformative capability. It has the potential to seriously enhance operational efficiency, improve pricing accuracy, and support faster, smarter decision-making across finance. The stuff we usually sweat, cost management, margin protection, regulatory reporting, it's all on the table for optimization. So let's talk financial operations first. One major takeaway from the research is that AI is already automating core financial processes, transaction monitoring, invoicing, and even compliance checks. That doesn't just cut costs, it frees up your finance team to focus on high-value strategic work. And it does this at a scale and speed that's tough to match manually. There's an example that really stuck with me: AI scanning massive volumes of transactions across customers and suppliers, spotting anomalies or red flags almost instantly, and doing so in a way that actually improves regulatory compliance. No more waiting days or weeks for manual checks. That kind of agility is a game changer, and it goes beyond catching errors. AI can pull in complex financial data, past trends, and current activity, and start making predictions, predictive analytics. Imagine having a heads up about a market shift before it hits you, or knowing how to optimize cash flow and working capital before your quarterly review. That's the kind of forward-looking insight generative AI brings to the table. On the fraud side, AI becomes your 24/7 watchdog. It learns what normal looks like in your data, and when something's off, whether it's a suspicious pattern or a transaction that breaks your internal logic, it flags it. The research even talks about using AI to simulate fraud scenarios. Basically, it runs thousands of fake attacks to strengthen your detection system, so you're prepared when the real thing happens. And then there's compliance, which in this industry we all know is huge. AI helps reduce manual reporting steps, minimizes the risk of human error, and some systems are even explainable, meaning they can show their reasoning during an audit. That kind of transparency doesn't just keep regulators happy, it builds trust. All right, now let's shift gears to pricing management, where I think generative AI might be even more disruptive. What we're talking about here is dynamic pricing. Instead of static or quarterly pricing updates, AI uses live market data. Things like demand surges, oil price changes, competitor moves, and adjusts pricing in near real time. It's not guesswork, it's data-driven, and the aim is crystal clear: maximize revenue while staying competitive. So, say there's a sudden spike in fuel demand in your region. AI sees it, analyzes it, and updates prices before your competitors even react. It even takes into account things like customer loyalty or how sensitive certain clients are to pricing changes. That leads to something really exciting: customer-level pricing strategies. AI can segment your clients, say a large commercial fleet versus a small-town independent, and suggest tailored offers based on buying behavior and price elasticity. Not only does this boost margin, but it also improves customer experience. It feels personalized because it is. Of course, implementing all this isn't simple. The material is very clear on that. One of the biggest hurdles is compliance. Our space is already wrapped in data privacy laws, environmental standards, safety regulations, you name it. So, layering AI on top of that requires careful alignment. You need governance, proactive audits, and sometimes even AI assistants that help interpret evolving regulations in real time. Data security is another critical issue. When you're handling sensitive financial and pricing data, AI tools must be secure, encrypted, and ideally running in a controlled environment, maybe even your own servers, to prevent leakage. Some of the most advanced players are even exploring blockchain to boost transparency and traceability for pricing transactions. And let's be honest, Finding talent that understands both AI and this sector? Not easy. That's why some companies are turning to partnerships and consultants to get things rolling and build in-house capability over time. Then there's the IT infrastructure challenge. Many of us are still running on legacy systems that weren't built to play nicely with AI. That's where APIs and middleware come in, kind of like digital translators to get everything working together. The recommendation? Start small. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Introduce AI in phases. Prove the value, then expand. But the biggest takeaway, and the research hammers this home, is data quality. If your data is messy or incomplete, your AI outcomes will be flawed. Full stop. Clean data, a single source of truth, clear ownership, these are prerequisites for trustworthy AI. And there's a push toward making AI decisions more explainable with humans still in the loop for oversight, especially for financial and pricing calls where the stakes are high. Now, if you can clear these hurdles, the potential upside is huge. You're looking at streamlined operations, reduced financial risk, smarter, faster pricing decisions, more personalized offers to customers, and an even progress towards sustainability goals through smarter resource use. And looking ahead, expect even more real-time automation, deeper forecasting power, and tighter integration between AI and your environmental and commercial strategies. Some early adopters are even exploring AI for carbon tracking and fuel mix optimization. So here's the final thought I'll leave you with. As generative AI continues to evolve, how are you going to balance the drive for efficiency and margin improvement with the non-negotiable demands of compliance and data security? Because that balance between innovation and discipline is likely to define who leads and who lags in this industry in the next few years. If you're ready to take the next step, check out the resources in the description, which includes our deep dive report, provides a detailed analysis on generative AI within your industry. And as always, stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next episode of Decoding AI for You. Thanks for watching Decoding AI for You. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep exploring the future of AI together. See you next time.